What's going on, guys? It's your boy Andy Arts, and have a new topic for you guys. I've actually been thinking about this for a while. Well, it came to me last week, and I thought I'd just make a video about it. I've been a little busy because now I've been doing some commission work for people, character designs for people, so I haven't been releasing a lot of videos. However, I wanted to cover this, but I do promise to do more tutorial videos in the future. Now. So why do adults give up on drawing and creating art? There's a couple of reasons. Some obvious reasons, and some reasons are kind of like silly. And let's start with number one. The first reason is very common, very popular, very predictable as to what the public actually thinks about art. And that is that art is not profitable. So see, most people don't really believe that you can make money with art. I mean, it's absolutely, it's not true. However, I will say that making money with art as an artist, it is difficult. Getting a job in the field of art is even, I believe, is even harder. I mean, I consider it to be even harder. Unless you want to have a secure job like being an art teacher or something like that, then that's a different story. But it is difficult. Like because first of all, learning art takes a pretty long time if you want to get good at it, because to get paid to do art, you have to be good at what you do. You have to be good at what you do. You have to look at the market and look at what other people are saying. Like if you want to do commission work, like if you want to be an anime artist, you have to look at what other anime artists are doing, and then see if you can learn, if you can become that good in order to get paid $200-$300 per character design or whatever it is, right? And a lot of people just don't see it as profitable. Maybe they think the learning curve is just too much. They're not passionate enough to learn it. And the public in general, whether if it's your parents, you heard this before, where like some people will say, like, your parents told you, oh, if you're gonna go to college for art school, then we're not going to pay for it. But if you wanted to become a lawyer, heck yeah, immediately they'll pay for it. Because being a lawyer is a guaranteed job. As to being an artist, it is not guaranteed. Art is not guaranteed that you're going to make money. It never is. I mean, now with the internet, it has become much better to be an artist, much easier, because there's so many options out there to be an artist. But the thing is that most people just don't believe that you can make money with art, or they believe it's just way too hard for them to get into. It's not like something like, let's say, selling online, where you can like go on Amazon or eBay and just sell whatever's like sitting around your room. You can make a quick buck, selling your, I don't know, old items, old DVDs, books, whatever, things that people might want online. And now there's other options. But anyways, so that will be the first reason. Like, most adults just think that art is not profitable, so why even bother? The second reason is kind of silly. And the second reason is that, some of you are probably going to get offended, but it is that art is still considered feminine. It is a feminine thing to do. And going back to your parents are probably going to tell you, don't go into art because you're probably not going to make money. But also, in your family, maybe your, I don't know, your dad, your older uncles or whatever, they probably thought that, art is something that art is just something that is for girls. I think this is really silly, because if you look at the older artists back in the 1800s, in the time of the Renaissance, Leonardo da Vinci, Monet, Picasso, a lot of the great artists, the innovators, were all men. The original, the father of manga, what's his name? Shoot, the creator of Astro Boy. I can't remember his name. Tezuka? Yeah, Tezuka, I think his name was. The creator of Astro Boy in Japan. Walt Disney, being a man, created Mickey Mouse, created an entire empire. Look at all the cartoonists in America. Look at all the great artists. The Sistine Chapel was created by a man. A lot of these things were created by men. Yet there's still this, like, I guess, this belief that art is a feminine thing to do. I guess the more macho the culture, the more likely that people are to believe that. That's just how people are. certain things I just consider. Like, let's say if you drive a Toyota Prius, that's considered more of a feminine car. That's considered more of a feminine car. And then, I don't know, but if you drive a truck, oh yeah, that's super masculine. It's one of those things. It's one of those things where, like, art is considered feminine. I mean, in honestly speaking, I'm going to be very honest, because creativity is related to femininity, because what do women do? Women give birth. They give birth to children. They give life. And to create things is, when it comes to art, because it's so colorful, right? Is studying colors and harmony between colors and all this stuff. It is feminine, but that doesn't like make you a gay man or a homosexual man if you're creating art, right? There's nothing, you know, just because you're creating art doesn't mean that you yourself are a feminine man. So a lot of you guys out there, you guys need to, like, stop it with the whole macho thing, and just, if you want to draw, pick up a pencil, start drawing, learn color theory, learn how to color your anime characters, your superheroes, whatever you want. You start with something. And then the third reason is they just think that they don't have time, right? They don't have time to create art. And as you get older, maybe you like drawing in high school, but as you get older, life gets in the way. You have a baby, you have a child, all of a sudden, you can't, you don't have time. You don't have time. And I think that it's not that people don't really have time, because they do find the time, because some people, after they get, home from work, they'll eat and then they'll sit down and maybe like help the kids with their homework, and then they'll sit down, watch TV all day until they go to sleep. I mean, and that time that you spend watching TV or watching YouTube, Netflix, whatever, that time that you're using to watch, I don't know, some TV show or movie, you can use that time for practice. I mean, I showed you guys the video about, what's his name? PewDiePie. PewDiePie took 100 days to learn how to draw. Right? 100 days to learn how to draw. He drew for, I think he drew for like 1 hour per day, right? 1 hour per day. And then that's how he became like really good. Well, no, he's not really good, but after 100 days, he improved dramatically. And yeah, if you can spend 1 hour a day of like 30 minutes a day just drawing something, or in the weekends, whenever you have time, it helps you improve, especially if you want this not just as a hobby, but also as a future career. Finally, another thing is that some people just don't want to go through the hundreds of hours, thousands of hours to learn human anatomy, color theory, form, shadow, lighting, all that stuff. And they just want to color. And this is one of the reasons why, if you go on Amazon.com, like, there's a lot of adult coloring books. Yeah, there's actually adult coloring books. It's a thing. Like, it's actually a thing. It exists. It's out there. Adult coloring books. And actually, if you are an artist, you should look into doing this, because, there's some adults that would want to use your pages, your black and your line pages to color and just entertain themselves. So it's kind of a new thing, adult coloring books, because some people use it because they want to accomplish something, or they just it releases stress, right? Because they're still being creative, coloring, entering the colors in this picture, and according to my research, it's a stress reliever. So you can help somebody release stress by drawing, just coloring. And it's usually a lot of the older people, like the seniors, people in their, I believe, in their 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s. They color as a way to just pass the time and do something creative. So, and again, these are the types of people, they don't necessarily want to study human anatomy, spend hours doing that, but they still want to create some type of art. And yeah, so this is actually a good business idea if you're interested. I'm not sure if I'm going to do this, because there's other things I want to do, but if you're an artist, think about doing an adult coloring book and putting it out there on the market. You can make money. Just an idea, just throwing it out there. And that's going to be about it. I mean, this is, I think with adults, they always see art as just something that you have to be born with, not something that has to be learned. and that stigma is still out there in the world. Especially, I see this more in the Western world, like America, South America, North America. I think maybe I'm not sure about Europe. Europeans tend to be, very open. I guess more open-minded when it comes to art. But Americans, not really. Parents still tell their kids, "Don't go to school for art, honey." Right? So I'm gonna leave it there. Whatever your thoughts are, tell me what you think about this topic. Are you an adult? Do you still want to learn how to draw? Do you still find value in art? Whatever your thoughts are, make sure to comment below. Tell me what you think. Like this video, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell for future notification. It's your boy Matrix in the arts, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.